This is the Ocean Township side right now. I teach in Asbury Park, so that's the Asbury side. They're not getting it straight right now. So see, I can joke around like that, because I teach over there. I want to welcome everybody here tonight to our annual St. Patrick's Day. Wow, this side over here doesn't look, I might just talk to you guys over here. See that? Sorry, Dave, you know, Dave, look, I'm doing the comparison over here. I said Asbury Park. I didn't say Long Branch. I said it's my district where I teach. So, I do want to thank everybody for being here tonight. This is a very nice celebration that we hold every year. And this year, we're going to be naming this in honor of somebody who's very near and dear who passed away recently, Marge Edelson. We are going to name this event after Marge Edelson from here on out. And Margie will be honored this evening, along with another Margie, our former deputy mayor, Dr. Margie Donlin, who is now an assemblywoman. So what better year than the first year to have the event named after Marge Edelson, and we honor Margie Donlin. Gonna mix those two up. Donaldson. How would we do that? Donaldson. So I want to introduce our council that's here and Deputy Mayor. We have Deputy Mayor David Fisher. Councilman Rob Achero. Where are you, Rob? We had Councilwomen Kelly Terry and Councilwoman Geeta Kaplan were here earlier. They had to leave. I want to introduce our Township Manager, Dave Brown. Dave? Who I have to say has put one hell of a team together for Ocean Township. So Dave, thank you. We have our Director of Recreation, Mike Patrico. He doesn't do much without Jen Nordstrom, so she should be right there. We have our Director of Human Services, Sharon Molesky. Sharon, where are you? In the back. We have our Township Engineer, Greg Blash. We have our Township Attorneys, Matt Good and Marty Arbus, back again. We have former Mayor and our current Superintendent of Elections, Christopher Siciliano, with his lovely fiancée, Lisa Green. Lisa, I don't know how you do it, and I don't know how you've done it this long, but God bless you, okay? We have former Deputy Mayor and former Councilman Rich Long. Rich, you can stand up if the hip's not bothering you, Rich. Former Deputy Mayor and former Councilman Bill Garofalo, who is also on the school board, who I took his seat, who I look towards as a mentor. Bill, thanks for all your guidance over the years. We have former Township Manager Andrew Brannon, who is now a current Vice President of Duquesne University, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew, who works for my former boss, which is wild. We have the former Director of Human Services, Dr. Rich Ponton. And rounding out our Township of Ocean formers, we've got our oldest living former councilman, John Huss. John. Thank you, John, for always being there and giving us a lot of history. We have our Senator Vingo Powell, who's also the Education Senate Chair. Thank you for coming out, Senator, along with your partners, Assembly Women, Dr. Margie Donlin and Luann Peter Paul, Esquire. we have our Monmouth County Commissioner, Best Dressed Mr. Monmouth Director, Tom Arnaud. Tom, did I give you enough titles over there, Tom? It's a good thing LaCitra's not here because I would probably get yelled at because, you know, he likes to be the best dressed. And we have our Monmouth County Clerk, Christine Hanlon. She's also an Ocean Township resident. Thank you, Christine. Now, I have a list of sponsors here, and I'm going to call up Jen Nordstrom because without Jen really pounding the pavement to reach out to our sponsors, this is what makes Ocean Township what it is. Our sponsors that give to our events, that make it grow and blow up to what it is today. And we are celebrating our 175th anniversary this year. So if you want to get involved, Jen is the person to contact. 175 years, here we go. Jen.
Woo! So as John said, I have become pretty good at, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Do you have any money? So anybody who would love to be a part of all of these fun celebrations that we do, we love to have our sponsors. You mean everything to me and to my boss, Mike Patrico. We try to blow everything up as big as possible. We did move this year to the English Manor. I hope everybody enjoys it. I think they've done a bang-up job with the cocktail hour already. So let's keep the night going. And let's just take a minute to thank people like Gino DeLomo and Shrewsbury Volkswagen with their $10,000 sponsor. Robbie Silverstein, Middlebrook Management Company, $5,000. New on the block, Ramon and Suzanne from Chick-fil-A with $2,500 sponsoring our upcoming Easter egg extravaganza. There'll be thousands of eggs for dozens of kids, hundreds of kids. Our very own Mayor John Napolitani, along with A&M Power Washing, $2,500 sponsorship. Thank you so much. Then we have a nice selection of bronze sponsors, which are all $1,000 sponsors. Party Fair of Oakhurst, Paramount Realty, Portside Luxury, Wegmans, Arbus Maybrook and Goods. Thank you all so much. $1,000 goes a long, long way. Then we also have a $500 category. This is Greenleaf Pet Care, Christine Giordano Hanlon, our Monmouth County Clerk, the Italian American Association, and Jersey Shore Disc Golf. We have some pending applications going with, hold on one second, Accurate Language, they're a new sponsor, Accurate Language Services, and Family First Urgent Care. And I just heard, word has it, Tom Arnaud, our next upcoming sponsor. Thank you, Commissioner.
Made that promise.
So thank you again to everybody who's already made those sponsorships. If you know a company, if you own a company, if you have somebody that would just love to be a part of our effort in trying to make everything great in Ocean, please send them my way. I actually have some sponsorship sheets here tonight, of course. But please, send them our way. We are just growing, making these events bigger and better all the time. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Jen. So I want to give a big thanks to A&S Sound and the Heritage Irish Dancers for being here tonight. That's going to be a really nice show later on as they get out there and dance. So I want to thank A&S Sound for putting all our sounds together in Ocean Township all the time. Not only that, but they're out there for the Italian American Festival each and every year. So thank you, Steve. All right, so next I'm going to call up Councilman Rob Achera, who will be giving a tribute to Marge Ellison. Come on up, Rob.
So as the mayor mentioned, tonight's event is in memory of Marge Edelson, and as he also mentioned, moving forward, this will be the Marge Edelson St. Patrick's Day celebration. So for those of you, and most of you probably do if you're from Ocean Township, know Marge. She was born in Deal. She attended Asbury Park High School. She graduated in 1954, but not before she met the love of her life and 64-year husband, Paul. And together they have done tremendous things in Ocean Township. Marge went on to get her her undergraduate degree at Trenton State Teachers College, where then she became a teacher in Ocean Township, and went on to get her master's degree at Georgian Court, and was a 30-year educator in town and an administrator. That teaching love that she had moved on with her, and she started the Historical Society in town, and with that also began to put the museum together, became the founder of that. And with that museum, she was instrumental in moving it from the old Oakhurst School, Board of Ed building, to now the Woolley home. And she was instrumental with Paul and the rest of the museum team to get it where it is today. The teacher in her got her started her putting the program together for third graders that were coming there. And if you went through school in Ocean Township, as a third grader, you probably went to the museum and learned a lot about what was going on there. That's not all she did. She did a lot more in town, but the love of her life was Paul, her 5 kids, and her 13 grandkids. So it's with great pleasure that we honor Marge tonight, that we continue to name this celebration after her moving forward. So let's give Marge a round of applause. And if I may, this was something that was at the wake, and it's a saying that was put out there, and I'd like to read it. We miss your smile, your joking ways. We miss the things you used to say, and when old times do recall, it's then we miss you most of all. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Steve, if we can have a little music, please. The song is in the program, folks. We're going to do a little When Irish Eyes Are Smiling.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morning spring in the land of Irish laughter. You can hear the angels sing when Irish hearts are happy. All the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away.
And that's for Marge. Before we wrap up, I'd like to call Gary up. I know he'd like to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Edelson, for those of you who don't know me. I'm the oldest son of the many of us over here. I just came up to say thank you. First, to congratulate Dr. Margie Donlin on her honoring tonight. On behalf of the Edelson family, I'd like to say thank you for this honor. It's a wonderful thing you're doing for our mom. For those of you who don't know, my mom's maiden name was Douglas. They were an old Irish family when Deal was the Irish Riviera. And my great-grandmother was Hannah O'Sullivan, who came to the United States in about 1919 at the request of the British Black and Tans, because they had been gun runners in Ireland during the Revolution. So they unfortunately put all the men in prison, but the women, they didn't really do that. So they asked her to leave. She came here, and our family, she met my great-grandfather, and she was a servant in Deal, and met my great-grandfather, and our family comes from that. So we have a long history, a long Irish history. Our cousins still live in Ireland, and we still are in communication with them. So thank you very much.
We're going to have our dignitaries come up at the end when we're ready to give out proclamations. But now I'd like to call up Council Member Rob Achera and Deputy Mayor David Fisher as we get ready to honor our former running mate, our former colleague, Dr. Margie Donlin. And Doc, you have some flowers on the table. Those are from your council. I believe they're on the table somewhere over there. Okay? And just want to let you know what you meant to us over the years that you served on this council, that you got elected to the State Assembly, and you really made us all proud that we have a friend up there that was one of our former colleagues, and we can't say enough about you, Margie. I'm glad that this is about you tonight, being honored for the service that you gave us in this municipality and the service that you're going to give to the state of New Jersey. So Margie, thank you on behalf of the council for being there for us. I'd like to call up Senator Vingo Powell and County Commissioner Director Tom Arnold and Margie. Can I have Luann up here? Peter Paul, our other Assemblywoman. And our Monmouth County Clerk, Christine Hanlon. Come on up. So I'm going to turn this over to Senator Vingo Powell, who has, I believe, wants to say a few words about Margie. Yes, sir.
Thank you to the Ocean Township. Jen, as always, another incredible event. I've known Margie now for a long time, and while we were running together last year, the number of votes that she got, because she was a good doctor, I had patients at every door that's like, oh, she's my doctor, of course I'm going to vote for her. She fixed this vote. Margie's an incredible person. She made history last year. In the history of New Jersey, she's the first woman physician ever elected in the state of New Jersey's history. When she spoke recently, we spoke, and it was really her, to a group of young women who were all interested in healthcare and nursing, and they were blown away to see everything she had accomplished. And she is just going to be an incredible assembly person. Thank you to the township for honoring her. On behalf of Assemblywoman Peter Paul and I, she is like our family, and we appreciate you guys recognizing her tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Dave. You know, I'm here today with our County Clerk, Christine Hanlon, and on behalf of all of our commissioners, you know, it's something to do something as being an elected official and working these crazy hours and these crazy nights and these crazy events that we have to go to. But what's really important and something really special that actually you see tonight is the balance of life. And the balance of life of not only doing those crazy things that probably most of the people in the room would say, why are you doing that? But more importantly, being a wife and being a mother there. And I think that deserves a round of applause. And I've also known Margie for a very long time, since I think you came into your political world there. And I will tell you that, you know, there's certain people. Not surfing, and not surfing, no, I don't surf. And so, but there's certain people that you see and you just respect, and they're just good people. And just, that's all you can really say when you talk about Margie. She's just a nice person that cares. And if we could all be half that way as elected officials, this place would be so much better. So congratulations, and this is so well done. So this certificate is presented to Dr. Margie Donnelly on the occasion of Ocean Township St. Patrick's Day celebration on March 15, 2024. In 2023, Dr. Margie Donnelly became the first female physician to be elected to the New Jersey State Assembly. Her main focus since then has been on improving healthcare policies. Prior to her election, Margie served as Deputy Mayor of Ocean Township, acting as a liaison to the Environmental Commission. And I've also worked with her on that, and the passion that she has there is just amazing. Shade Tree and Green Tea. Her years of public service has made her an invaluable part of the community. The Monmouth County Board of County Commissioners joins the Ocean Township Mayor and Council in honoring you, Margie, in a well-deserved acknowledgement. You got something else? Oh, right there.
Thank you, Mr. Director. It's always really nice to have Tom and Christine here, as we always like to point out the fact that we're one of the few non-partisan towns in the state of New Jersey, and we really do work with both sides because that's what it's all about. This evening tonight is about honoring a friend, a colleague, somebody who's done things for the municipality. That's what it's all about. There's no politics involved tonight. It's about a friend. So thank you. So I'd like to ask one more of her friends to speak about her, because I believe that somebody who got to know her pretty close as they ran together, and having been in that seat and also been in that seat, we know what it's like when you're with somebody for 6 straight months working a campaign. So come on up, Luann.
How do you describe someone who is just almost perfect, right? Like, her innate confidence as a woman is something that we all need to aspire to. And before actually Margie and I ran this race together, and we ran really well, we actually, with each other, I said, I'm not going to get into this race unless Margie Donnelly is going to run. And Margie, I think you said basically the same thing. And we didn't know really each other at that time that well, and we both said the same thing. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think that this county could have chosen anyone better, caring, confident, smart than Margie Donnelly. And I am so honored to have been her running mate, along with Senator Gopal. And I'm taking my lead from Director Tom Arnone in preparing this speech that I didn't really prepare to speak. But I'm really happy that I did, and Margie, I adore you. You are amazing, and so is Vera. And Amanda.
So Margie, from the council, we are going to dedicate a tree in your name. We're not giving you a proclamation because I'm sure you've had enough. So we made the decision to plant a tree in your honor, and we will get the Shade Tree Commission to agree to that place of your choice, and we will get that taken care of. David, you know what we need to do, right? We need to get a tree in her honor. So that's right. We'll get the water truck out. So thank you, Marge, and thank you, everybody. So now I would like to call up the Edelson family, because this is also about Marge Edelson. So come on up, Paul, and the whole family. Yes, we they have the whole family out today. This is good stuff. So, as we said, tonight we've honored the Edelson family, and Marge, especially Marge, who did so much for this community with our history. And last evening, we were very lucky because our commissioner director and county clerk came out and they gave a little speech about the 250th anniversary that we'll be celebrating in 2 years. And they had some really great pictures of Marge that were from the celebration, our 200th anniversary, where Marge actually set up a lot of what we have in place today with our historical society. So, Christine, thank you very much for having those pictures last night. It was such a nice feeling to see those pictures of Marge back in 1976 with kids that were at, I believe it was our Oakhurst Elementary School. And it was pretty cool to see kids there, and you know now they're probably in their 60s. You know, I was only 5. Tom, you were about 12, right? 'Cause I know you're older than me. And we talked last night about it, but it was really nice. So I'm going to call up our Commissioner Director, Tom Arnone, as he gives our first certificate of recognition to the Edelson family.
So the good thing about it is I'm Italian and I'm back here because we're short. But with that being said, I will say this: it's, you know, when you talk about history, and we have 53 towns in Monmouth County, and everyone has a unique history, and it has special people that went with that history, and Marge is one of them there. And you know, to be able to recognize this and then have an event for her, to the family, it's got to be unbelievable. Amazing. So with that being said, we did prepare a proclamation, and I'm going to ask our county clerk, Christine Hanlon, to read through this proclamation here to Paul and the family.
It is my honor to present this certificate of recognition on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners. And this certificate is presented to the Edelson family in honor of Marjorie Ann Douglas Edelson in memoriam on the occasion of the Ocean Township St. Patrick's Day celebration on March 15, 2024. Marge was a beloved lifelong resident of Ocean Township. She attended Asbury Park High School and then went on to attend Trenton State Teachers College. 2 years after graduating in 1958, she married her high school sweetheart, Paul Edelson. Throughout her 30-year career in education, she helped shape the lives of countless students. Marge took her passion for learning and education beyond the classroom. In 2022, she was a recipient. I was honored to give her that award in 2022. She was the recipient of the Jane G. Clayton Award for her contributions to preserving and promoting Monmouth County history. The honor was the culmination of 50 years dedicated to the history of Ocean Township. Her years of public service has made her an invaluable part of the community. The Monmouth County Board of County Commissioners joins the Ocean Township Mayor and Council in honoring the memory of Marjorie Ann Edelson. Director Arnone, Deputy Director LaCitra, and Commissioners Kiley, Duraco, and Anderson.
Thank you, Christine. And call Senator Gopal to say a few words.
Just on behalf of the Senate, I had the honor, along with my colleagues, to honor your mom a couple of years ago at this event. Her life, her legacy, her memory, especially towards everything she's done for the Historical Association preservation. It is incredible and a very, very big deal that this award is in her name for 30, 40, 50 years down the road. That your kids, your grandkids, and your great-grandkids, if they're in Ocean Township, will know what this event here has done. So thank you, Mayor, for doing this. God bless you. God bless your memory. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. So, we will be starting our dinner buffet. We can stay up front if you want to take a few pictures before you go back. And get a few pictures up here with the Edelson family, Marge and stuff. Hold on, everybody. I am remiss that I did not call our honoree to speak. My bad. I apologize. No. So, Dr. Donlin would like to say a few words, so if we could have the floor.
I'll just be brief, but I just did want to say what an honor it is to be honored on the same night as Marge Edelson. She was such a trailblazer, and she was one of the first women that I met here in Ocean Township, and just an incredible woman who's done so much for the town and for our kids. She did it with 5 kids. Like, wow. I've got 2, and that's enough. But I also want to say thank you to Mayor John Napolitani, the council, Rob Becerra, and Dave Fisher, and our new councilwoman, Gita Kaplan, who was here earlier, and also Kelly Terry. It was wonderful to be on council, except with Gita, but I wasn't on council with her. But she's doing a great job, and she's taken my place. It was the honor of my lifetime to serve Ocean Township. This was actually the first event that I had ever gone to, politically or otherwise. I was talking to my friend Steve Clayton, and the day that I announced I was running for what was then freeholder back in 2017, I think Vin actually said, show up in Ocean Township, the Irish dinner, and that's where I met so many people. I met Chris Siciliano that night, and it was just such a warm welcome. My husband, Ron Fernicola, and I just moved to Ocean Township, where we love raising our family, Amalia and Vera. And it's been just such an honor to be here and to serve the town. And as an assemblywoman, Ocean Township is at the forefront of my mind, so I'm continuing to serve. Vin asked me tonight what my Irish background was, and I'm half Irish. My father was fully Irish. My great-grandparents came here from Ireland. And I had the luxury of going to Ireland during college. So I studied at University College Galway. And I remember coming, I wanted to live by the water. So I lived on Galway Bay. And there was this little, it was like a little hotel, but it had been transformed for student housing. And I showed them my passport. And the guy at the front desk looked at it and he said, Margaret Mary Donlin, you're more Irish than I am. And so it's my dad that I got my Irish heritage from, and we always loved going to New York City for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I think the only person in this room who knows my father is my mom, who's also here. Unfortunately, he passed away 15 years ago, but He is in every moment of my life, of my daily decisions that I make. He was an inspiration to me. Vera wants to say a few words. You want to say something? But I just want to say it's an honor to be honored tonight, and thank you so much, and enjoy dinner. And we have a little Shanky's whiskey at the table if anyone wants to enjoy.
Thank you. All right. Yes, now we can take the picture.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd ask everyone to please take a seat, as we are going to have our feature performance this evening. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please find your seats and direct your attention to the stage, as I'd like to introduce the Heritage Irish Dance Company. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to start this evening with the Cali dance. It's a team dance. The girls are also known for doing solo dances, but this is called a four band. followed up by a real dance. We're going to continue with the soft shoe portion of our show, and we're going to do slip jig. And slip jig is the most elegant of the Irish dancing, and it is reminiscent of ballet, and it's only performed by female dancers. Okay, and now we're going to bring out a couple of our future champions, and they're going to perform the light jig. Light jig is one of the first dances that young Irish dancers learn. Point out that that's a sister team right there. So we're going to take a minute and we're going to change our shoes and go into the hard shoe portion of our show. I do want to point out something about the costumes while you guys are waiting. The costumes that the dancers are wearing tonight we refer to as solo costumes. They're handmade and imported from Ireland in most cases, with the exception of Haley and her sister. Their mother made those dresses, so kudos to the mom for that. Beautiful, gorgeous dresses, encrusted in Swarovski crystals, and most of them have some sort of connection to Irish heritage, whether it's Celtic motifs or any sort of fable related to Irish lore. So as the kids get started there on changing their shoes, I wanted to point out that while they're wearing solo dresses tonight, Those of you who maybe have seen us dance before, you see them dance in what we call the team costumes, and they're all black, and they have the shield on the back, and I'm going to show you that. This is the Heritage Shield. This is representative of our school, and it's homage to not only the Irish culture and faith, but also to our founding father, Peter Smith, who founded a great deal of the interest in Irish dance in the United States. So we're very proud to be a part of his founding school. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the hardship portion. This is Abby, and Abby's going to be doing a traditional set called the Blackbird. Graduating this year, and she's going off to college to study engineering. So next up we have another traditional set. It's called Garden of Daisies, and we have our future champ here, Heidi. She's in 2nd grade, and we have Brianna, and she's a senior in high school as well, and she's going into nursing in the fall. So in addition to doing shows like this and practicing and doing local competitions, these dancers compete across the state, the nation, and the world. Rihanna is preparing to head off to Glasgow, Scotland next week to perform and compete in the World Championships. So we're very excited for that. So here it is, Garden of Daisies. Okay, we have another set dance. We have Haley joining us, 7th grader. And she will be performing King of the Fairies. dance for you tonight. It's called St. Patrick's Day, and this is a set, all the traditional sets are generally performed the same way, no matter what school you go to, no matter what country you're in. There's some very minor variations you might see as a result of these dances being taught in different ways long before the steps were even written down. But St. Patrick's Day is pretty much done the same by everyone, every Irish dancer across the world. So here you go, St. Patrick's Day. Okay, thank you. And now we're going to move into the a cappella section of our show tonight. The girls are going to dance without the music and let the rhythm be the music. And then we're going to roll into the treble.